Hey guys, so today we're going to look at how Messi dribbles the ball and look at two components of it, mostly just the foot angles and the part of the foot he hits it with. So just to illustrate, I've played this clip before, but I'll play it again. Okay, so notice when Messi starts to dribble the ball, you see his right foot. It's kind of angled more like inwards rather than I guess more like directly towards where he's going, or even sometimes naturally, like it might be easier to do it this way. But kind of notice, we'll look at earlier, see, Messi tends to dribble at this point with his legs close together, and then it's really only after he feints, that it goes apart. And even as he's doing the feint, like generally he tries to keep it close together like this, and then he swings out this way. So that's one component of the move. The other one I would look at is generally he hits, either the pinky toe right there, and then turns his ankle in, or if he's going faster, I find it's easier to hit like kind of like the laces and like the outside of the boot, because when you're going fast, it's a bit hard to try to hit it like the pinky toe. So you see in this clip how Messi hits the ball like this. So you can clearly see like it's more like towards the pinky toe as he's dribbling. Okay, so I've played this clip many times, but I'll go over it again. So again, same principles I was mentioning before. See as Messi, falls onto the ball this way. It seems like he hits, either with the laces or his pinky toe and turns his foot in this way. Now, the first thing I want to see how his legs are together and his foot kind of goes pretty much in line with his body. It's not out there. I find naturally when you try to dribble this way, you do want to put your foot out there and maybe even angle it outwards a bit because it's a bit easier to hop and dribble in this direction. But you see it's close together, and then here, kind of the outside of the boot, like the laces, sometimes the pinky toe. Again, it's kind of hard to tell with this angle because he could be hitting it like right there and then like doing this to like make it go this way. But same thing applies here. See, his legs are close together, and then really like as he comes out, that's when he the legs spread apart. I find like if you it's not the worst thing if you go early like over there. Spreading your legs out early, but I think it's like it fools the defender a bit more if your legs are close together because you think you might be going this way, and then as soon as you open up those legs like that, it's like that sudden change of direction that might make the defender go this way. Because if your legs are already open, he might get the sense that there's just not that sudden change of momentum to get to the side. And from experience, it does help a bit. But what I do want to point out, time and again, like when I've done this in like matches or in training, the jump and the falling down is the most important. And one thing to note is that bent leg. I find if you have your legs closer together, it's naturally your leg can be a bit more bent, and if you do it at the pinky toe. So one thing I decided to do was what I first mentioned in the beginning of this video is you see Messi's ankle. It's initially turned out this way, and then it turns out inside like this way. We see me my first attempt. I kind of do the opposite. It's pointed this way, then I kind of scoop out to turn the step, and then my legs are too far apart. So eventually I try to correct it where I try to force myself to kind of turn my foot inwards, and that way I can keep my legs together as I dribble. So here's my first attempt. Okay, so you see as I go, see how far apart my legs are like this? I'm still trying to jump up and hit the ball on the way down, but as I take the steps, kind of see my foot point out this way, and next time I try to point it more inwards because I want to keep my legs a bit closer. So here's my second attempt. Okay, so this time, through the same principles, I try to kind of turn my ankle in this way. Now it felt like I really like twisted it this way a ton, but as you can see, it does seem fairly straight. Now it's a lot closer together than it was in the previous clip, but it could be a bit closer. So next time I might experiment with turning it inwards a little bit more. As we continue the clip, you see you know it's definitely an improvement. Like my legs are a bit closer together. Um, my leg could be a bit more bent, but at the knee there, but I think it's not too bad. And then you see when I do the feint, you see my legs are close together, and then like as I'm feinting, that's when I curve out like this, and then drop that shoulder. So the defender sees me coming on straight on like this, and then he sees me that like all of a sudden that sudden change of direction, like as I curve my leg out in that feint. So one thing to take away from the top of what I said is I think I should try to again turn my plant foot a bit more inwards. That way I can keep my legs closer together, especially over the feint where I don't give it away until the last moment like this, and then it's that sudden change of direction that can help sell the move.
Late tonight, my heart is on fire.